Hello everyone and welcome to part 1 of finishing Rumi's hair. I didn't intend for this to be a two-part video, but it was just too long for one. In fact, finishing Rumi's hair took more than 12 hours. Anyway, here you can see me comparing two different shades of DMC thread to her hair. I wanted to tack some of the hair down to her head, just so that way when I was braiding, the peach color of her head wouldn't be visible through the purple of her hair. I originally thought about gluing the hair to her head, but I was kind of worried that the whole head of the doll was just going to feel kind of crunchy, or like even helmet-like, I guess is a good way to put it. Of course, doing it this way meant that it was going to take a while. Again, all of these clips are at 3 times speed, and you can still get an idea of just how long this one little section is going to take me. I'm using the pins here to kind of create a visual line of where her braid's going to go. So I know that I want the hair on the sides of the head to be sewn down at least until where the pins are. And here we are with the first layer tacked down, ready for braiding. And now we're going to glue this layer to cover the tack stitches. So we're getting closer to the beautiful braid. We're not there yet. Oh, but she looks magnificent. So as I said, we're going to use some tacky glue to just secure some of the loose strands over top of where I put those little stitches. I really wanted those stitches to be covered up because it's just not how hair looks naturally. So by covering it with the other loose strands that I left behind, it makes sure that those little stitches are there, securing the hair down, but also aren't visible. Also, I'm not sure if you noticed, but I added a little crocheted piece in the front to kind of give that bump, that natural lift that Rumi has at the front of her hair, because that wasn't something I was going to be able to achieve with just the yarn itself. And then, of course, like all of my crafts, I was interrupted by the most important supervisor, Artemis. She had to make sure I was doing everything properly, of course. So after a quick kitty break, I went back and finished gluing everything down and set it up in this claw clip to set basically overnight. That way I was positive that all of the hair was staying in place. Now I didn't end up recording this, but the next morning before I attempted to braid this hair, I did actually hit it with the straightener again because I was just unhappy with how crimped it still looked. Anyways, up next, part 2, tackling the braid.